Welcome to today's webinar. My name is Kara Kurtz, and I'm the Business Development Coordinator at ASTA as well as NACTA. Today, I will be your organizer for the presentation. We are happy to welcome today's presenter, Kelly Bergen, presenter of Oasis Travel Network. Before joining Oasis as Vice President of Business Development in 2009, the 20-year travel industry veteran owned her own leisure travel agency, Travel Star, in Salt Lake City for 7 years and previously worked as a business development manager for both Princess Cruises and Fun Jet Vacations. Bergen serves on the board of directors for the Professional Association of Travel Hosts, the Agent Advisory Council for Cruise Line International Association, and of course the Leadership Committee for our very own NACTA for South Florida chapter. Before we get started, I'd like to point out a few important features on your screen that will allow you to interact with us today via the web. We will be answering your questions at the end of this presentation. So to ask a question, you'll be using your GoToWebinars pane. Near the bottom of this pane, there is an area that says questions. If you click the arrow next to where it says questions, it will open up a window pane. This is where you will be able to communicate. If you're having trouble hearing the presentation, please make sure your speakers are turned on. If you called in, try hanging up and dialing back again. You can send me any technical issues via this questions pane, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Please note that all audience members are muted. We certainly want to hear from you, but we have so many people on the call today that background noise would be prohibitive. We want to ensure that everyone can hear the entire presentation. Finally, please note that this webinar is being recorded and will be available for your on-demand viewing pleasure via our YouTube channel early next week. Now let's get started, and it is my pleasure to introduce Kelly.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for showing up today. So Cara and I were talking before the webinar, and I thought it was interesting because I said to her, I've really never met her. I said, so is your name, I'd only seen her name in an email, K-A-R-A. And I said, so is it Cara or is it Kara? She goes, well, my mom pronounces it Cara and my dad pronounces it Kara. Right, Cara? So I'm going to pronounce it like your mom, Cara, because I love that name, by the way. So I thought that was interesting. So hey, everyone, welcome and happy 2018. We are already a month in, and we have had, I just have to tell you, here at Oasis Travel Network, we had record-breaking setting, or however you want to say it, sign-ups this month in January. So more people signed up this January than any other January previously in our existence, and actually any other month that we have counted sign-ups. So it sounds like people are not only interested in getting into travel, because some of those signups are new to travel, but some of those are also experienced agents that are partnering with Oasis to help them in their business. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. I'm going to try not to make this any longer than 30 minutes. I know everyone's busy. And then, of course, we can answer questions afterwards. But I want to talk to you about our network and basically how we can help save you time and help you make more money. And that's an important thing. As Cara mentioned, I have owned my own travel businesses in the past, so I know what it's all about. I know what you have to do. You're kind of chief cook and bottle washer, as they say. You do everything. You're the accountant, you're the salesperson, you're the marketer, you're the bookkeeper, you're the janitor probably. We have to do everything when we have our own travel business and we're independent. So we here at Oasis can help you with that. We can help you manage that time, make it everything a little more simple, so that you can do some more important things, okay? So I'd like to actually have Cara launch a poll or a question and have you answer that if you would. Choose one of the tasks below that you need the most help with. Is it accounting? Is it marketing? Is it technology? Or is it organization? If you had to just pick one, what would you pick that you need the most help with? And did you get that launched, Cara?
It is launched, and so far it's looking like we are having an overwhelming percentage vote for marketing.
Yep, I'm not surprised. Okay, thank you. That's kind of what I anticipated, and I'll tell you why. Because when I go to trade shows, when I attend panels, I ask this question, and typically it's always marketing that people need the most help with. And also, if you read Agent at Home magazine, every year they do a big survey of travel professionals, and they'll say the same question: what do you need the most help with? The number one answer for the last at least 8 years that I've been looking at it is marketing, and the second is technology, okay? And the reason for that...
Correct today as well,
what?
Kelly. That's correct for today as well.
Oh, it is, absolutely.
Yes.
And so that's what we can help you with, okay? The marketing, I remember when I owned my agency, I love marketing, by the way. I wish I could do it like 24/7, but you can't. There's so many other things to do, but it was so time consuming, and it still is. That's the one thing that just takes so much time. So let me get rid of that little message. We just had another person sign up. That's what that's all about. Oh my goodness, it's been crazy. So I want to talk about the things that we can facilitate and help you with. And one is a website, which is part of your marketing. Number two is marketing. I'm going to tell you how we can help and what we do for our agents. Client communication, client perks, and accounting. Okay, so we can help you with all these different things, and I'm going to go through each one and just give you a quick overview of how we can do that. And by doing that and taking some of these tasks off your shoulder, you can then manage your bookings better, right? Keep up to date on what's going on in the marketplace. You can get out and about, right? And maybe go to that committee meeting or that volunteer for that certain organization or whatever it is you want to do, right? And this will help you. Not only will it be less stressful, it'll help you with that whole stress thing, but you'll be able to make more money, all right? And so let's start with number one thing, and websites, all right? So we all hopefully admit that you have to have a website. In this day and age, you need to have a website, and not just if, it doesn't matter if you don't want people to book there or anything else, you just have to have it to validate who you are, that you are actually in the business, that you are actually a professional, and that you are someone that clients can trust. Because if a business doesn't have a website anymore, I mean, think about when you go to look for things. If a business doesn't have a website, right, aren't you a little bit leery? Aren't you kind of like, well, why don't they have a website? It's kind of easy now to build a website. So not the type of websites we do, but, like a restaurant. Why wouldn't a restaurant have a website? So you need to have it for validation. And we give you your choice of content. You get to pick and choose what is on your website, okay, which is a good thing. So if you only want cruises because you don't do land, we can do that. If you only want land and not cruises, we can do that. If you only want a certain type of cruises or a certain type of land, we can do that, all right? Content and promo management. So we continually update the content so it never gets old. And so the promotions are always new, and the latest ones that are coming out, they haven't expired. If they expire, we take them off your website. So you don't even have to think about that. Okay, we do that for you. And then we also have this great thing, destination and lifestyle microsites. All right, I'm going to show you a screenshot, but then I'm going to show you a real live website. So here's Jill's Great Escapes. This is a screenshot, and notice how under her specialty, she does culinary travel, river cruising. She's a big group person, so she's got this information here about groups, but I'm actually going to go to that website and just show you what I'm talking about. So here's the real deal. So if you go specialty, you can see here, and then if I click groups, this is a whole nother section on her website about gather a group, reap the benefits, what's going on, that type of thing, okay? So, and you can do this, like I showed you over here for all these different specialties, and there's actually more specialties to choose from. You can make destinations your specialty if you want. She only has Hawaii, Mexico, that type of thing, but you could bring in, maybe you specialize in Ireland, you could put that on here. So that, as you can see, you have control over the content on your website, okay? So let's go back to, there we go. This is the, it's hard to tell which is the screenshot, which is the real one. All right. Then we also are very good at helping your clients book hotels or cruises while you're sleeping, right? Because we have a cruise booking engine on all of our agent websites, and we also have a hotel booking engine on the websites. And notice that all of the websites you're looking at, so see, this is Dream Destinations. You have a choice of different templates that you can pick. You also, all the photographs, all these images that you're seeing will be chosen by you. These are not standard images that we slap on everybody's website. You actually have to choose the images that you want, and that's what we will put on your website, okay? So this kind of gives you a better idea. They can book shore excursions. This is where they can start their cruise booking. If they want to book a hotel, your clients can click on the hotel tab and start booking a hotel here. So all that is available on the website for your clients to do, which is nice. And not saying not all of them will. The majority are still going to call you, but it's kind of nice that they have that option, and we give that to you. And I don't know if you've ever looked into the price of putting a cruise booking engine on your website, but it's very, very expensive, okay? So we include that in our websites. And all of it, everything is branded to your company, okay? Then there's client acquisition. This is the one thing I love about our websites. If you'll notice here, it says receive special offers. Let's go over here to the live website, back to Jill's homepage, and you'll see here, receive special offers, so your clients can click on this, or they can also click on win a free vacation. And when they do that, it's going to ask them to fill out this to register, okay? And let me show you how that works. I'm not going to register on Jill's website. She'll kill me because she doesn't want me in her database. So this is what it looks like. If your clients fill out this, potential clients, right? Then it takes them, after they click submit, it takes them to this screen, and it allows them to give information about what type of land vacations do they like? How about cruise? What companies do they like to sail with? If they know, they can put this down here. Then the next screen, after they click save and continue, the next screen will be their interests. Are they golfers? Do they like to surf? Okay. Do they want to go on a safari? Are they into fitness or Disney? Okay. So they can check off any one of these as they want. Click save and continue. The next screen that comes up will be destinations. What's on their bucket list? Where do they want to go? What are they dreaming about? Okay, and then they'll click submit. And once they click submit, it's kind of like magic. All of this information automatically goes into your branch of client base and creates a profile for that person. Okay, you can see here, this is for Carol, Linda, and then it will take all that marketing information that client just gave us. This is all marketing information, okay? It will take that information, and in the marketing tab, it will put this into their profile. So these people like hiking, history, fitness, Disney. They like the Caribbean, Hawaii, all right? They like all-inclusives. They do not want any cruise marketing. Okay, interesting, huh? So the reason that this is so important is because, right, when we create emails, which we do every week for our members and send them out for you, we only send the email that is of interest to that client. And how do we know what they're interested in? Because they told us, okay? Or you actually entered the information for them. It's totally up to you. So The next thing we do to help take the load off your shoulders, to make your life easier, right, is we design emails. We send them out every Wednesday to your clients. We send the targeted ones, right? We brand them to you. So this agent of ours is Dancing Moon Travel. That's the name of her agency. They are mobile friendly, which means you can read them on a phone. You can read them on an iPad. You can read them on a desktop. You can read these emails wherever, because a huge, huge percentage of people are reading everything on their phone. So that's very important, okay? And then we also have the technology to create your own emails. So let me go to, this is Signature Travel Network. We are a member. This is their email program. So notice that tomorrow we have an email, or today I think an email went out about celebrity, or maybe whatever day it is, maybe it was yesterday. And tomorrow we have one about hotel and resorts, Journeys, Rural Caribbean, another about Uniworld, another about Cox and Kings. There's going to be a calendar spotlight about Australia. There's Holland America, okay? And so these are the different emails that can go to your client. They'll only get one of these. They'll get the one that is most specific to their interests, okay? And this is what they look like. So your logo will be up here, not mine. And that's, I don't have a logo because I don't send emails. And this is what it'll look like. So this particular celebrity one. And then of course, anything that's clicked on in this email will go directly to take that client directly to your website. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Or you can go back to, if you don't want any of these sent to your client, you want to create your own, then you just go here to the eMarketing Center and you can create your own and it will be sent out for you, okay? So we make it really, really easy for those emails to be sent. This is just a couple of our agents, and I put these testimonials in here just to give you an idea. Lee says, I'm steadily more impressed with the eMarketing campaign. I am getting contact from many people that I never heard from before because he's sending these emails out every week, okay? And then you can read what Nancy has to say. But what I love, keeps me in front of my clients with absolutely no effort on my part, okay? The reason that email marketing is so important is because people forget about you. I hate to say it, but they do. They get busy and they get on the internet and they forget about you. And we don't want them to forget about you. We want them to at least give you a shot, as well as Expedia. Oh my God, I don't even like to say that. But so you have to stay in front of them. And that's what this does. This keeps you in front of your clients, okay? Now, we also do the same thing with print mail. So print's kind of unique because nobody's sending it out anymore, right? So we actually design the print mail. We create and design it. We brand it to you. It's got your logo, your phone number, nothing about us. It's all about you. It's targeted, again, it's targeted to the client and their interests. We do about 6 or 7 of these every month that are free that you can opt into. And then we have branded lifestyle magazines, you know, like the big, beautiful coffee table type magazines like Travel and Leisure, except this is a magazine, and there's about 6 of these a year created for you. You can create or modify the inside page, write your own text, hello clients, you know, and say whatever you want to say. Maybe you're promoting a special group. And then of course on the back cover will be your logo. So it looks like it comes from you. In fact, one of my agents sent me a text, about last year sometime, and she said that her client contacted her and said, wow, what'd you do? Open up a publishing company? She thought that Heather was publishing her own magazine because it looks like it's coming from her, but actually we were doing that for her. Okay. So again, it makes it so easy for you. And another thing, I just had to throw this in because I'm like, oh my God, we do this too. We have just completed our quarterly national change of address update, refreshing your client address data against the National United States Postal Service database. So every so often, Signature runs your clients, your database through this check and make sure that the addresses are correct. I mean, imagine how long that would take you to do, Okay, so that's another thing. That's another job that's just taken off your shoulders. And then this is just a screenshot of our virtual publications. So these are online publications, and they come out once a month. It's called the Travel Magazine. Here's the November, December issue. You can email the whole thing to your client. You can put this on your website. I think Jill has it on her website where people can just read it. You can promote it on Facebook. You can tweet it out if you wanted to. Or you could just send this particular, you can open it up and then send it via email if you wanted to. All right. And you don't have to send the whole thing. Maybe someone's interested in Andalusia, and so you just want to send this specific article. You can do that. All right. So like Nancy says, wow, 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 mind blowing, the amount of marketing resources available to help us help our business. And that's what it's all about. So that's our kind of virtual magazines that are also available to you. And then let's talk about client communication, okay? Because this is important, staying in touch with clients. But once you start building up business and you start getting really busy, okay, it can be very time consuming and difficult to keep reaching out to that client, especially the one that's already booked. All right, after they've given you that money for the deposit and maybe their trip is 9 months down the road, it's really smart to stay in touch with that client, to keep reminding them because they're less likely to cancel. And it's just good marketing because during that 9 months before they go on the trip, they may have friends and family that say, wow, what a great trip. How did you book that? And they'll say, oh, you need to call my travel professional. And they'll recommend you and refer you, okay? So reaching out consistently is a very, very good idea. So what happens with client reach? Client books, puts a deposit down. Now they go into the client reach system. Automatic messages are sent out. Like, thank you so much for booking. We really appreciate your business. Oh, well, I noticed you didn't book travel insurance. It's so important, and this is why it's important. Another one, oh, here's your, I know you're looking forward to your cruise. Would you like to stay in wherever they're going? Barcelona, a couple of nights pre or post. And it'll recommend, it'll send, if they're going on a cruise, it'll send out the exact shore excursions for that specific itinerary on that cruise line. And then they can automatically book right from the email that is sent. This is all automatic, okay? Once you set it up in the system, you don't have to think about it. And you can manipulate and you control the system, what goes out, what doesn't go out. It's totally up to you. Pocket Travel Consultant, this is an app that you can send to your clients. They put it on their phone, on any mobile device. It works from your desktop. And this is also an itinerary builder, okay? So everything that they're doing can be in this one spot on their phone that they can take with them. Anytime that they add anything to the itinerary, you will know about it. Anytime they call up and they say, oh, you know what? We decided we wanted to do a city tour of wherever. And so you book it, it instantly shows up on their phone or their mobile device, okay? This is a little more techy, but this is becoming, in 5 years, this is how all travel is going to be handled. Everyone's going to want this information on their mobile device, okay? And our agents that use it and their clients that are using it love, love, love it, right? Once they're not going to go back to the old-fashioned way. So this is an important thing. We offer a discount on this Pocket Travel Consultant. It's by Access, AXUS, and we have discounts for our members to participate in this. And then we have Cruise Track. So this is a program that will do just what it says. It'll track an itinerary. So on this particular one, I don't know if you can see, I was just doing, I just set up a test. And this was for Western European Transatlantic, I think. And so I will get an email every time something changes. So the original was $17.99, I think, price for concierge, and now I think it went down to, $16.99. So I've done other tests where the prices dropped $1,000 per person. So it just kind of depends on the itinerary. So you can keep track. Once someone books, you can keep track of it. Or if someone hasn't booked and they're kind of on the fence and they're like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend that kind of money, you can also keep track of what's going on with that itinerary. If it drops, you can call them up and say, hey, price just went down. I think you should lock it in. Or if the price goes up, you could call them and say, the price is going up. I think you should lock it in. Either way, okay? It just shows what a professional you are, how you're keeping. They're going to be amazed when you call them and talk to them about this itinerary that you've been tracking. I mean, they're going to think you forgot all about it. And when you call them, they're going to go, wow, now there is a real professional, okay? So this can be a real handy-dandy little tool, this cruise track. Our agents love it. Another thing that's very important to not only keep clients but have people refer you and use you again is client perks, okay? So here's an example of an NCL 9-night Scandinavian Russia. Depending on what category they're in, they'll get anywhere from $75 to $300 onboard credit, okay? And then we always have our special promotions here. These will be updated as they change or disappear. These will be updated so you'll know exactly what's going on with this particular itinerary, okay? So that's very helpful, and it saves you a lot of time, right? We also do it for hotels. We have a hotel program, and I just gave you a couple of examples here. So here's one in Ravello, Italy at the Palazzo Avino. Here's El Dorado in Playa del Carmen. Your clients will always get, if you book through this hotel program, they will always get free Wi-Fi, free breakfast, upgrade if available, early check-in, late check-out, okay, if available. The Palazzo is offering an €80 spa credit, okay, and a bottle of champagne. The El Dorado is offering a $100 couples massage, $10 per day wine credit, and a $100 dinner on the beach. Okay, every hotel offers different things. Some hotels, like I've seen one in Rome that will offer a free transfer. They'll take you either back to the train station or the airport one way. So that can be a lot of money. So these are all amenities that you can give to your clients at no cost to you. They'll be complimentary. They'll think you're a hero, and you can tell them you paid for it. I mean, they don't know, but it's not coming out of your pocket. Right? So things that they're not going to get when they go to hotels.com, right? They're not going to get these kind of things. Plus, you know, you never know what kind of room they're going to get too and what it's going to overlook. So that can be a really, really strong reason for clients to come back to you and refer you, okay? So accounting. You know, nobody likes it. We all have to do it. But what's great about our system is once you report the booking, whether it's a cruise or you book it in our system, we have our own cruise booking engine. So you book the cruise or you report the land vacation, then that information goes directly to accounting. They invoice that for you. Okay. So you don't have to like learn the whole client. We use Client Base as our invoicing system. So you don't have to learn that whole system. All you have to do is put it in our easy freedom system and it's a done deal. We pay twice a month on the 5th and the 20th. We are always, always, always on time, if not a little early. And that's very important, right? There's nothing worse than waiting for your commission. And then we have a system called Commission Control. It's available 24/7. It's online, and so you can track your commissions. You can see what's going on, what just came in, what day it's due to be paid, all that type of thing. We do have 3 plans to choose from, and 2 of those plans are at a 90-10 split, and one of the plans is totally 100% commission, so we don't take any of your money. But, of course, it's a more expensive plan. And you can take a look at our plans. I'll just go over here. If you go to our website, okay, and you go under plans, it will tell you basic, elite, or platinum. So the platinum is 100% of all your commissions, but it's $600 a month. So you have to be doing about $550,000 a year in business to make this pay for itself. And then or if you do more than that, then you're ahead of the game versus a 90-10 split with our basic plan and our elite plan. So basic plan is just what it says. There's no marketing involved here at all. The elite plan and the platinum are the plans that have the website, the email marketing, the print marketing, all of that good stuff, okay? Client reach, all of that's in the elite plan and the platinum plan. So I think I'm going to see if Cara has any questions. In the meantime, these are just a couple stats about us, okay? Over 700 independent partners, 31 years we've been in business. In 2017, we did over 100 million in sales. So we are a big company. We've been around a while. All right, people know us. And these are just, this is my contact information, or Stacy, who is our national sales manager, membership manager, and she can answer lots of, probably more questions than I can answer, actually. So, Cara, do we have any questions?
Yes, Kelly. What is the cost per month for the website?
The website's either included in, and I'll go back here, in the elite or platinum plan. So the website, along with email marketing, print marketing, client reach, would be elite, and that's $89 a month.
All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. Doesn't look like we have very many other questions right now. Go ahead and give it a few more moments. But, of course, no questions is a sign of a great presentation, so we do want to thank you again.
Great, great. And I did it in 30 minutes, just like I said. I'm like, yay. Good, good, because I know all of you listening, you have other things to do.
Well, all right. So do you have to sell to preferred suppliers, Kelly?
No, actually you do not. We do have our preferreds and our, preferred partners, but you can sell anyone you want, and every commission is a 90-10 split, whether they're a preferred supplier or not.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Kelly. As I had mentioned before, this webinar was recorded and it will be available for everyone's on-demand listening pleasure on our YouTube channel. Thank you again, Kelly, and to our partners over at Oasis, as well as to everyone who joined us today. This will conclude today's webinar, and we hope that everyone has a wonderful afternoon.
Thanks, everybody. Happy 2018. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye, Kelly.